What's up? KMZX18 Sports here. Man, it's been a while. Oh man, sorry for not been posting like some of the updates and transfer news or anything with Miami related. Yeah, I've been sick, guys. It sucks, but I am definitely a lot better now. So we back in that grind, baby. But yeah, man, today we'll be reacting to Arsenal versus Nürnberg in preseason, and let's see how it went. I couldn't really watch the game because I was at work, but I heard some, it was positive but also negative at the same time. But well, we'll see. All right, give me a sec. All right, we're here, and let's see how this game went.
Today, Nürnberg are without Taylan Duman, Janus Horn and Janak Hoffmann due to injury, along with long-term absentees Vikesa and Christoph Schindler. Summer signings Kanji, Okunuki, Daichi Hayashi and Ivan Marquez all start, incidentally. 4 changes from the win over Dias Giori at the weekend, with former Manchester United junior Mats Dali amongst those recall. Michael Bakker is the matchday official for this friendly. Strong starting lineup for Arsenal. William Saliba is back in Arsenal colours for the first time since suffering from a back injury in March. The Frenchman signed a new contract in the summer, as did Reiss Nelson, who also starts today. The last time he played here, he netted twice for Hoffenheim in a Bundesliga fixture back in 2018. Eddie Nketiah is entrusted up front with Nelson and Bukayo Saka in support. New signing Kai Havertz is on the bench.
Let's look at that Havertz.
So here we go, a gentle summer sojourn in Germany, or something more bullish in Bavaria from Arsenal. We will find out over the course of the 90 minutes. Christian Field has been promoted to first team coach for the season for Nürnberg. He was in charge of the second string last campaign. He takes over from Dieter Hecking, who was interim boss for the final few games of this season and did just about enough to keep them up. Strong finish to the campaign in which they were unbeaten in 4 matches, made sure that they retained their second-tier status. We're underway then. You're with Dan Roebuck and Jeremy Aliadier for the Gunners' first pre-season fixture of 2023. It is Nürnberg against Arsenal. Always interesting to see how the Gunners go about their business.
Enough time to pull the trigger. That was a great move.
Partey wins it back. Saka looking to move forward. White. Here he is again, the full-back. Can he pull it back? It's an awkward one for Vieira. He was moving back towards the ball.
Yeah, I don't think Ben White had any other options. He was looking to find an Arsenal player in the box and had to really cut it back quite a lot to Vieira.
Not regulars last season. Trossard, to a certain extent, comes into that category. Ben White, we mentioned the cutback just a few seconds ago. 5 assists in the Premier League last season. Here is Bukayo Saka. 3 waiting inside the 6-yard box. Saka finds the corner.
There's a great goal by Saka.
What a start. And the Gunners have the advantage.
Great goal by Saka.
And it's Bukayo Saka, Arsenal's superstar, number 7, who was in terrific form for the national side, of course, in the European qualifiers just last month, and has picked up where he left off. He can do little wrong for club and country. That was hit with real power and accuracy, and Saka's strike gives Arsenal the early lead.
Well, as I was saying, that was a great goal by Saka. Yeah, let me see the replay.
He doesn't show any pre-season game or lack of fitness. Bukayo there got the ball and done what he's been doing so many times last season. Get back on his left foot. The precision and power of that shot.
It's the only video I found that
gave no chance. 1-0, great start.
It's better than nothing.
Well, you start to wonder just how good Bukayo Saka could become. Such a terrific season last campaign, featured in every single Premier League game, started 37 out the 38, weighed in with some 14 goals in the top line. White, Partey, White. It's good attacking play from Arsenal. Vieira once again. White once more with a cutback. Maybe not quite the angle. Touch from Partey, Trossard, and Nelson takes the deflection, spins up, and touched over for a corner.
It's good to see Arsenal looking sharp, though. Still got them little 1-2s around the box. Always try to find the space. A lot of movement as well. That definitely hasn't changed from last season. You've seen Vieira as well, who was not supposed to start this game. Odegaard was supposed to start, I think got knocked at the warm-up, so didn't want to take any risk. So Vieira coming in.
I just think I didn't see him.
Yeah, changed to the lineup very late on. Martin was meant to start. That's why Gabriel's got the captain's armband as well. It goes to signal so many in-swingers from Arsenal last season. This is going to be the same. Punched away by Matenia and forced back in. But flash wide through a crowded penalty area. Couldn't have been that much of the goal to aim at. Nelson moves back towards the wing. This is Kivior once again seeing an awful lot of the ball. Partey to size one up. Wasn't that far away.
It's a decent effort.
Could have been better.
Good try.
Yeah, but it's moved back through Saliba. White. Saka to control instantly. And Ketcher waits. Nelson wants it as well. Scored one from that angle already. This is Vieira. Ketcher will lay it off, and Kivior, it's straight at Nelson. I don't think it was goal bound.
No, I don't think so. And get 5 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever is decided on each players.
Saka again. Clever for Nketiah, and the shot fired in. Matenia makes the save. Saka nearly had another.
Damn.
Well, on another day it might have been a hat-trick and stinging the palms of the Nürnberg stopper.
Man.
That was another great chance from Saka. Took it really well. Hits the target again. It's a decent save.
Good save with the feet.
He adjusted his feet really well.
Years of trying to get a spot in the starting 11, how does he feel about it? You know, because he's obviously just going to come back in what, 2-3 weeks. The boys have already been well advanced on their preparation.
You are from distance, but always going wide. Did well to win it back with some good pressing. The shot taken on and always drifting wide. 11 goals last season. Nürnberg's top goal scorer. Maybe didn't quite catch this one, was going wide at the target.
Yeah, he was. I think he's just...
to go by. But again, some experimentation here. This is Gabriel Jesus moving through the gears, but missing the target. Got onto that very smartly, but just couldn't find the corner. Expecting the flag to go up.
Dan, he can't go up on the throw-in. There's no offside. So, but that was a great move, and that's why, you know, he plays on the right-hand side. He must have gone behind all the defenders. Nobody saw him making that move.
I don't know if it was up.
Yeah, the finish is not the best, but the movement and
the best finish
was
I'd rather just happen now.
Yeah, big chance from the throw. Jorginho. Jesus for Fabio Vieira. It's on his left side, and now it's Cedric on his left side.
Ooh.
Just unable to wrap the left boot round it enough. It was fairly close in. It was neatly worked.
It nearly worked. I must say at the end, you know, Cedric nearly scored, but I don't think Vieira was the right pass there. I feel like he had the opportunity to curve it with his left foot. He was much more central than Cedric. I think the defender as well kind of followed Cedric, so it didn't end up having a lot of space. Keeper was beaten. No one on the line.
Oh, now then. Well, how is your luck? Nürnberg from nothing. Level up proceedings here. Well, the home sport have got something to cheer about. There's been so little for them to get up their seat here. We will know There is more than a touch of fortune about that one, but the Nürnberg supporters celebrate nonetheless.
Usually Arsenal don't even make FIFA goals like that.
The Max Morlock Stadion.
I'm not sure if it's not an own goal.
He was trying to pass it back up.
But the pass there,
I think the keeper there.
He's looking for that pass in the midfield for Jorginho, but it's not on there. You've got to go wide. He's just forced things and ended up conceding a goal.
Yeah, he had options.
Well, it was a game that featured own goals last season.
I blame the goalkeeper there more because I don't know he made that pass. Jorginho was essentially marked. He had to pass it out.
It's a decent effort, and it'll come back out to Balogun again, who will pull it back. And there he sees the ball spin up. Maglion, incidentally, if you're wondering why huge swathes behind the goals are not filled, it's because they can't open up the whole of the stadium for this fixture. Free kick to Nürnberg here. High line from the Arsenal back line as Nürnberg look to try and inch in front. Luna will take the short free kick. And then it's fired in, and the follow-up hits the crossbar.
Arsenal got lucky there. Not gonna lie.
Nürnberg should have scored. And the opportunity for Hubner just unable to turn him from close range as Luna took it on from distance.
Actually shot from that far. I didn't see who that was, but what a power that was. The ball kept moving, gave absolutely very difficult for.
Here comes the corner, clear to the edge of the area again. And this time the shot isn't quite so good. Nathaniel Brown.
Whoever shot that, he shot with freaking good power. I think that was 27. Brown.
What a shot! Yeah, I think that's Ali. Is it Lun? What an absolute rocket! And you can see the way the ball, the ball's now so wide. They just go all different direction, making it so hard for goalkeepers.
Look, I'm not gonna say that he should have caught it. I'm just more like he should have
best of the MLS, but all the other games
hit it down. He got lucky.
It's a neat ball from Lokemter, and the shot from distance again. This time it's Kastrop's effort, but he gets underneath it.
Let's see if he can deliver a better ball, better delivery from him.
Yeah, one or two have been wayward, unfortunately, from the Portuguese. What about this time around? Up goes the signal in swinger order of the day. Decent, and the header flashes wide. Well, why not have a go? Wasn't the worst from Walters.
Yeah, that was much better from Cedric. Right on the 18-yard box. Yeah, I think it'll be unfair to.
That pass.
It's his Dollar again who's picked up a loose pass. Looks to try and centre to the right-hand side, and the shot is fired in by Daffener, but it was a little too weak. There's two Arsenal players back. It's just a corner.
It's another good counter-attack from Nürnberg. At the end, good tackling from Trusty.
I want to see more of him.
But it feels like
on loan to the MLS last season.
We lose the ball. We've got a lot of space to run into.
High delivery this time, and the header is over the crossbar from Gullien.
Header.
Referee let that one go as Lokemter picked up the loose ball, and then long from Luna to the right-hand side. Goller will collect first time around, and still going here. Plenty of players up in support, and Kastrop's effort flashes over the crossbar.
Another quick counter-attack from Nürnberg. And
with new Cascade Platinum Plus, I load this.
Shut up, Ad. Yeah, pretty mixed bag actually. Although I was, they were right. Like this game was ups and downs. Like Arsenal started out pretty good in the first half, and then they cooled in the second half. That own goal was pretty bad. Not gonna lie. It was a mixture of Jorginho and the keeper. Like Jorginho, I can understand to a point where like he was being marked, so he trying to quick pass to the keeper, but that was a mistake on his end, and also that was bad on the keeper's part because he shouldn't have made that pass. He had options. He should have went to his fullbacks because the fullbacks were they were open. Overall, it was a big spat, but you know what? This is how it is for preseason, man. Like you try and get your feet wet. You're trying to get ready for the regular season, and honestly, I'm this is why friendly slash preseason helps. Like you get you know it helps get build chemistry. And you can tell out there that there was still some chemistry issues, especially with Kai Havertz. I haven't even heard Kai Havertz at all. So it is what it is. Overall, though, there were some positives, though. Saka was pretty positive. Ben White was pretty positive in the first half. Um, there were more positives. I heard the Ethan Inuari, they didn't show, but I heard he has some pretty good highlights. I'll watch that another time. But overall, yeah, man, it could have been better. It could have been better. I'm not gonna lie. It could have been better, but at the same time, it's a friendly. It's the first game of the friendlies. It is what. But yeah, let's see if I can find statistics for the game. Give me a sec. If not, I'll just end the video there. But let's see if I can find something. Give me a sec. Well, guys, I'm back, and yeah, there's some. There was actually a sofa score for this game. Nice. Yeah, but judging by looks of it, like the field tilt was mainly all Arsenal until they scored that own goal, and then they got into the game. But besides that, it was pretty dominant performance by Arsenal. Let's see here. Let me look at the not like statistics. Arsenal had 65 possession. Nürnberg had 35. Arsenal had more total shots, 17 to 12. On target 4-2. Off target 9-6. Jesus. Equal block shots. They have equal corners. Arsenal were offside twice. 7 fouls. Let's see here. Big chances. Arsenal had more big chances. They had more missed chances. Great. Hit the woodwork twice. Oh wow, I didn't see that. Overall, just like Arsenal was in control, at least for the majority of the game. And you look at the filter, like I said, it's like it was dominant until they scored. But that's how usually the game is, though. Let me see the lineups real quick. Ramsdale. I mean, it was. If I didn't hear nothing from Ramsdale, usually it's a good game. Ben White, I thought he was lively. Saliba, Gabriel was pretty good duo. Jacob Kiwior, I heard that he was pretty decent as well because he started over Zinchenko because Zinchenko is injured. Hope he's okay. Fabio Vieira, I heard he flashed brightly, but it wasn't really enough. Also, hopefully, Martin Odegaard is okay as well. Thomas Partey played well as the game progressed. Trossard played as a midfielder. Um, I hope he's okay. I see like this. Was he injured? Hold on, let me see. I hope that's not an injury or something. That would suck. Um, the things. Saka scored. He was pretty good. And Ketia was kind of quiet. I hardly heard from him. Same with Reese Nelson. And let's see here. Carl Hein. He was at him and Jorginho were both at fault for the goal, so he should have been better. Tierney was decent. Cedric was he was okay. Jorginho he was at fault alongside with Hein for the own goal, but it's Preseason. I'm not gonna really knock him for it. Jesus, he was out there, but he wasn't. I hardly heard his name. Same thing with Kai Havertz, but like I said, it's like first game. I'm not gonna mark anybody honestly. Austin Trusty, it's good to see him out there alongside Ethan Inuari. I heard he shined brightly. I don't know why he got 6.3, but it is what it is. Walters. Um, I didn't really hear too much of Walters, but I heard he played well. And I heard Miles Lewis Skelly played well as well. And also Balogun, he I did see because I was on Twitter. I did see he missed an open goal, but like I said, I'm not gonna mark him too much. It's preseason, guys. I'm not even gonna rate the scores out of 10. It's just like it's preseason. Can't really do that. I used to say they either had a great game, man, or bad. So for Balogun, that was a mixed bag. He moved well, but he should have scored. Overall, yeah, I feel like Arsenal. It was a mixed bag. I'm not gonna. It was a mixed bag, but like I said, this is the first preseason slash friendly game. I'm not gonna cry wolf over here. But at least the next one's gonna be the MLS All Stars, so that should be pretty good. And also against Manchester United, which would be really good as well. That's gonna be next week, I believe. Well, actually, less than a week. Like 6 more days for the MLS All Star. Hopefully, we get some of their injured players back, like Martinelli, and I don't know if Martinelli and Tamiyasu will be back, but they should definitely be back for the Manchester United game. I hope so. And also, Omar Odegaard be back for the MLS All Star game. And who else is out there? Zinchenko, I heard that his injury is a calf injury, which he probably won't be back until maybe before the season starts. So hopefully, Fabio Vieira start to pick up the slack if that's the case. I mean, not Jacob Kivior or Kieran Tierney can pick up the slack for Zinchenko. What else? Who else is injured? Marquinhos is out, but that's more like a knock. So he'll be back probably for the MLS All Star game. Who else? Rob Holding as well. I think he might be back for the MLS All Star game unless he's not sold. I heard that Besiktas, I hope I said they submitted like a 2.5 million bid for him, which Arsenal rejected. Rightfully so. That's a little low. Should be like maybe 5 or more million if we get that. But yeah, man. Hopefully our injured players will be back. At least most of them will be back for the MLS All Star, or if not, hopefully by Manchester United. But overall, man, it was just a mixed bag. There's really nothing you can say. But yeah, man, that's it for me. What do you guys think of the Arsenal versus Youngberg? Do you think we should be worried, or do you think it's just nothing to worry about? Just all right, guys, like and subscribe below. Help a brother out, and I'll see y'all next. Peace.